Watch out on the left, going to put the fight-ins in fighting. This dad gets the ball for his kid. Nice family moment. What? Until she decided to ruin it. She said, I saw it first. The ball wasn't even in her row.
In this now viral moment caught on camera.
She was once just another face in the stands, until one viral moment turned her into Phillies Karen. What started as a split-second foul ball grab spiraled into endless memes, national headlines, and now a lawsuit against Major League Baseball itself. According to her, that clip didn't just embarrass her online, it destroyed her career. She claims the nonstop ridicule and replaying of that moment even cost her job, and now she wants accountability. And whether you see her as a victim of internet cruelty or someone just trying to cash in, one thing's certain: this case has way bigger implications than just baseball. Oh, and before we break it all down, make sure you hit subscribe, because stories like this just keep getting wilder, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's next.
Week for clowns making absolute fools of themselves at sporting events in the stands.
Sometimes you need that reset. Oh.
And Bader just unloads on this one, deep left field, and that one is gone as Bader.
A Karen decided it was a good idea to steal a home run ball from a little boy.
And now, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen the clip, we have this Karen at a Phillies game steal a baseball from a kid.
The internet doesn't wait for context, and it definitely doesn't forgive. Within minutes, the clip of Phillies Karen snatching the ball was everywhere. Twitter threads labeled her the ultimate ball hog, TikToks mocked her with slow-motion replays, and Instagram pages piled on with memes. At first, she tried to ignore it, but the ridicule wasn't just online anymore. It started following her into real life. Grocery store trips turned into public shaming sessions. Strangers yelled insults. Her neighbors avoided her. And the cruelest twist of all, her own workplace couldn't take the heat. According to her, the nonstop attention became too much. Colleagues whispered behind her back, clients pulled away, and upper management saw her as a liability. Before long, she was let go from her job entirely. One baseball, one viral clip, and suddenly her career was gone. And losing that job wasn't just about income. It was about identity. She had worked years to build a professional reputation, only for it to be erased overnight by a nickname she never asked for. Phillies Karen says she was fired because of the scandal, and it only fueled her determination to fight back. And that's when she made her boldest move yet, taking Major League Baseball itself to court. Getting fired was the final straw. Phillies Karen wasn't just embarrassed anymore, she was furious. And instead of fading into the background, she went on the attack. Her answer? A massive lawsuit aimed directly at Major League Baseball. She claimed MLB replayed the viral clip endlessly, splashing her face across broadcasts and social media, fueling the storm that wrecked her career. But she didn't stop there. Court documents revealed she was also targeting Twitter, TikTok, and even influencers who she says made money by turning her humiliation into content. Her argument was bold. While the world laughed at Phillies Karen, others cashed in, and she was left jobless, humiliated, and struggling to pick up the pieces. She said MLB and the platforms weren't just innocent bystanders, they profited from destroying her life. And here's the shocking part. If she wins, the fallout could reach way beyond baseball. Legal analysts warned that it might set a precedent where anyone who goes viral could sue the companies that shared the clip. Imagine every embarrassing moment online suddenly becoming a lawsuit waiting to happen. But MLB wasn't about to roll over. And behind closed doors, panic started spreading.
The moment the lawsuit hit the headlines, the backlash inside MLB was immediate. Executives were whispering the same fear. If Phillies Karen wins, what's next? Every foul ball, every fan reaction, every meme-worthy moment could suddenly be a lawsuit waiting to happen. Behind the scenes, MLB lawyers began building an aggressive defense. They argued the game was broadcast publicly, the moment happened in front of thousands, and they had every right to replay it. To them, it wasn't exploitation, it was just sports coverage. But the league wasn't the only one fighting back. Social media giants like Twitter and TikTok leaned on their biggest legal shield, Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. It protects platforms from being held responsible for what users post, and their lawyers were ready to bury her case in motions and technicalities. Insiders said MLB and the platforms were terrified of setting a precedent. If a single fan could take them down over a viral clip, their entire business model was at risk. So they prepared to fight this battle with everything they had. But just when it seemed like she was cornered, Phillies Karen stepped in front of the cameras herself, and her emotional plea flipped the narrative upside down.
For weeks, Phillies Karen stayed mostly silent as lawyers battled in the background. But eventually, she couldn't take being the faceless villain anymore. She scheduled a press conference, and what she said that day shocked everyone. Standing in front of flashing cameras, her voice trembled as she spoke. That night at the Phillies game, I didn't just lose a baseball. I lost my dignity. I lost my career. I lost my freedom. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she insisted she was more than a viral meme. I am not Karen Ballsnatcher. I am a mother, a wife, and a person who made one mistake. I do not deserve to be hunted for it. The internet lit up immediately. Clips of her speech spread just as fast as the original foul ball video. Some people laughed, calling it staged and overdramatic. Others admitted they saw a different side of her, someone broken by the weight of viral shame. But her most powerful moment came when she directly addressed losing her job. She claimed the viral humiliation didn't just follow her into the grocery store, it followed her into the office. Her employers, overwhelmed by the negative attention, showed at the door. And that, she said, is why she was forced to fight back through the courts. Her words drew both sympathy and scorn, but one thing was clear: the lawsuit was no longer just a legal battle. It had become a cultural firestorm. And then, just when the story seemed to hit its peak, a bombshell witness stepped forward and everything changed. Just when it seemed like Phillies Karen's lawsuit was destined to fade into legal obscurity, a shocking new voice entered the conversation. A former sports broadcasting employee stepped forward with a claim that rattled the entire case. According to this insider, the infamous clip of Phillies Karen wasn't just shown once or twice on live TV, it was allegedly replayed deliberately over and over to boost ratings. The witness suggested that networks knew the outrage would keep viewers glued to their screens, and they milked it for everything it was worth. That revelation hit the courtroom like a thunderclap. If true, it meant she wasn't just the internet's villain. She might have been a pawn in a corporate play for clicks and ad dollars. Suddenly, her claims about exploitation didn't sound so far-fetched. The internet split right out in the middle. Supporters argued this proved her point. She didn't ruin her life alone. She was packaged and sold as entertainment. Critics scoffed, calling it a desperate attempt to rewrite history and dodge accountability. Either way, the bombshell testimony pushed her lawsuit out of the sports pages and into the cultural spotlight. This wasn't just about a foul ball anymore. It was about who controlled viral moments, the people in them, or the corporations cashing in behind the scenes. And as the case grew bigger, the real battleground wasn't just the courtroom. It was the internet itself.
By now, the courtroom was only half the story. The real fight was playing out online, where Phillies Karen had become more than a viral moment. She was a cultural obsession. Influencers remixed her tearful press conference into TikTok skits. late-night comedians, or roasted her with punchlines that drew huge laughs. And ironically, the very phrase she hoped would reclaim her humanity, "I am not Karen Ball Snatcher," became the internet's newest catchphrase, plastered across memes, shirts, and GIFs. Experts weighed in too. Sociologists called her case a mirror reflecting the brutality of cancel culture. Policy analysts argued her lawsuit could reshape the way platforms handle viral content forever. But to ordinary people scrolling online, she was still just the woman who stole a foul ball from a kid. And no matter how hard she tried, Phillies Karen couldn't shake the nickname. Every attempt to defend herself only seemed to fuel the fire. The internet had decided her identity, and now she was trapped in it. Her story had grown beyond baseball, beyond a lawsuit, even her job loss. It had become a question about all of us. When the internet decides who you are, can you ever escape? And that haunting question would hang over the entire conclusion of her fight.
Whether Phillies Karen wins her lawsuit or not, one thing is already clear. The internet owns her story. She may have filed against MLB, pointed fingers at social media platforms, and even exposed the networks for allegedly cashing in on her humiliation. But no matter what happens in court, her name has been etched into digital history. She lost her job, she lost her privacy, she lost the ability to walk into a store without someone whispering behind her back. All of it from a single foul ball caught in the stands. And while some see her as a symbol of accountability in the digital age, others see her as nothing more than the villain of a viral clip. The bigger question is the one her case leaves behind. If a single mistake can follow you forever, is anyone truly safe in the age of viral outrage? One clip, one hashtag, and suddenly your entire life can be rewritten in real time. Phillies Karen's battle is more than baseball. It's about who controls the narrative, the people in the video, or the millions watching from behind a screen. And no matter which side you take, her story is a warning, because tomorrow it might not be her. It could be you. And hey, before the next viral storm hits, hit that subscribe button, so at least when the internet tries to turn you into a meme, you'll be ready for it.